I'm James McCune.
And I'm Penny McCune.
I've been here since 1993.
Same year. I'm a residential counselor.
And I'm a treatment director and a house parent residential counselor.
Residential counselor, usually I'm helping the guys with any behavior issues. We deal with the equipped skills, helping them use their skills in a proper manner.
She cooks and
Yeah.
makes
Give our medication, make sure they do the chores, they have their laundry days.
They do their own laundry.
Mhm.
They post a schedule, and a schedule is up in all the houses as to what the day is going to be like from the time they get up until they go to bed. And we make sure the kids get fed. We handle all of those basic household duties that a normal family would handle. She's responsible for that. I pretty much sit in the background and make sure they do those things. Make sure they do the chores, and she handles most of that kind of stuff. But I mainly discipline and provide the structure. That they get up 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock at school. At 8 o'clock, they stay there all day until 3 o'clock, and they come back home and do evening chores. And then we get in some group. And there's individual counseling that we do. That's why we call it come home and make sure they get at home. Just anything that a normal parent would do outside of this setting. We pretty much try to make it a home atmosphere. And so and then each day is different. Monday is different. Tuesday different. Wednesday we've got church. Got to get ready for. Tuesday and Thursday is phone call night. So that's why structure and having a calendar of events and a schedule is very important. Most of these guys can operate better with their structure. Okay? And it's carried over into school.
The advice I would give to them, because most moms are naturally nurturers, and but I would say having a lot of patience. And most of the teenagers that we deal with, they remind me of the smaller kid. They just older, so just a lot of patience. I remember him telling one house mom to be firm, fair, and loving. And I always remember that when I'm dealing with, I'm always watching my tone, or whenever I'm dealing with, the typical teenagers. But it's just having a lot of patience and just showing
I think
that
the spiritual part of it. 3 types of people do what we do. There are people who do this for money. You don't last long if you do it for money. And then there are people who get something out of it personally. And that's okay, but it's people who want to help other kids and who want to help kids in general. And maybe a blend of getting something out of it. But you got to have a passion to do this. And these kids cannot be fooled. You either real, play the part, you can't do that. So I think Christianity has played a very important part. Our Christianity, our relationship with God, and I think that's not something taught, it's rather caught. I mean, they know the difference, and they know that we genuinely care, and again, we have to practice that. Okay? You can't fool them, and they'll call you out on it anyway. We've started to see kids come back and bring their families. Think of a guy who came by one Saturday and had 4 boys, and said he wanted to come back, and his goal was to make sure his boys didn't come back here, and he's going to be there for them, and not like his father was not there for him. So, when you see that, you know that we did something, at least attempt to do something right. that he's going to make sure that he's there for those boys. As I said, 95% of our boys, if they had their dads in their life, they probably wouldn't be up here. A young man stopped me the other day. I didn't have any interaction with him, but he just saw me walking and asked could I pray for his mother who's going to have surgery. So I think that speaks volume when a kid can say, hey, can you pray for my mom? She's having surgery. It's 50-50. And I stopped what I was doing to address his needs. At the time, he was just crying and wanted to pray out these kids. We pray with them, their families. Even when we're having breakfast or dinner in the proper setting before each treatment team meeting we have on Mondays, we pray for the residents because that's why we're here. For them, and do what's in the best interest of them and their families.